Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. New background. Guess what? Guess what? I have officially moved in. I mean, it's been over 2 weeks, and that explains why I took a little hiatus from YouTube and why I haven't been consistent. But wow, I'm in my new place. Peep the natural lighting. I do have a light like from the kitchen area here. So let me stop. But yeah, we did it. How do I feel? Updates. Let's get into it. If you've been following me along, I am Shirley. I am a New York City based attorney, been documenting my journey since before starting law school. Now I'm here, I'm in my own apartment. Whew, I did it. I feel like I made it. I really did. I feel as if I'm living finally my own life on my own terms. I get to wake up, decide what I want to cook for myself. I get to wake up, decide when I want to clean. I think it's so surreal. And I'm super blessed because I'm in a really nice area with a really nice apartment, with really nice neighbors. Yeah, so that's kind of like my initial thoughts of where I'm at, how I'm feeling, and how super blessed I feel right now just to be living my dreams. If you follow me on TikTok, on Instagram, you know that the first few days of my moving process was so difficult. I thought I lost my keys, had really, really rough days at work, and it was just really, really exhausting. I'm glad I'm kind of over that adjustment transition. I have found my own routine. I know where to take the train. I know where to get my groceries. I've had my groceries delivered from Costco, believe it or not. Like, who the hell do I think I am? Of course, I want to share with y'all my moving process. So I include clips here and there. Also, just protecting my privacy, I won't be doing an apartment tour, but I'll be showing a little bit of what I've bought, and also, I guess, cleaning tips, cooking tips, because I'm so grateful to say this. It's been over 2 weeks since I've moved in. I have not bought food. Granted, a few times my parents have provided me food, like they've cooked lunch and come over because they've had to drop things off at my place. By the way, I lived with my parents and my family before this transition. But as of today, y'all, I have not spent money on food. Actually, there was one day. I'm kidding. Actually, there was one day. It was right after I had a mediation and I was so over it. I literally went and got margs with my boyfriend and tacos. So never mind. I did spend money. I really want to continue to document my journey and be more transparent, hopefully soon, because I do think that there are so many pathways that you could take with your law degree. There are so many things that you could do as an attorney. I want to be able to show that, because my journey has not been traditional, and a lot of people's journeys are not traditional, but it is not seen, it is not really spoken about. And by traditional, I mean the traditional pathway to law school to becoming a successful attorney. When people think about the traditional route to being an attorney, it's usually going to a top 14 law school, so Harvard, Yale, Stanford, right? Going to one of those top schools, getting a big law, a summer associate internship, then getting an offer from that big law firm, then going into big law after graduation, and just becoming a corporate attorney and really making a shitload of money, but also working hella amount of hours. So I feel like that's the cookie cutter, what we see in the media or what law schools actually push for. But for me, that has not been my journey. So I can't wait to share with y'all more of how I'm navigating my career and any updates. If you're new here, I'll just go briefly on my non-traditional route. So I graduated college with a political science degree. I wanted to become an immigration attorney. That was the plan, that was a dream. But the LSAT stopped me in my tracks. So I decided to become an immigration paralegal prior to law school. I worked as an immigration paralegal for 3+ years prior to entering law school. And then I actually wanted to go to law school part-time, so I was a part-time law student. I still had my full-time paralegal job for my first semester. My second semester, I decided, and thank God, because my sister moved in, I was able to switch to a full-time program and then get a part-time paralegal job. And then I continued to be in the immigration kind of like field, working at a small law firm. Midway through law school, I was like, I am so burned out by immigration. I cannot imagine doing this. I cannot imagine practicing in this area, in this era, in this area. And so while I was in my second immigration job in law school, I decided to transition. I look for jobs like crazy to transition into a more transactional area. Transactional area is relating to the practice of law that doesn't involve litigations, non-trial work, non-deposition work, not what you envision an attorney to be, basically like going to court, going to mediations, arguing. I did not want to do that. So I looked into more transitional areas. I then interned for a trust and estates boutique law firm until I graduated law school. And then I was weighing my options and I decided to take my first job out of law school is my current job now, which is at a large insurance company, multinational insurance company. See this video here if you want more details about my job and what I do, as working in claims in a non-traditional law related, law adjacent role, JD preferred, JD advanced. And the reason why I took the job was for many reasons, but they were giving me a very generous salary, and I wasn't seeing those offers, those similar numbers at other places. So I decided to come here because of that, and also because they do value work-life balance, and I feel like claims role work-life balance is much more feasible than a traditional attorney job. So I'm here, I'm living best life, I'm able to move out. And as I've made a year in this role, I always think, and I'm always thinking, what's next? And I'm very comfortable. I mean, I'm like recording this on my lunch hour. I actually have a lunch hour, which is so unheard of if you're an attorney and working those crazy amount of hours. If whatever route I decide to take in my career, I'm more than happy to share and highlight it. But for now, I'm really happy and comfortable with my corporate job. My office is beautiful. I work mostly remote, hybrid. I have a great team. So I'm really, really comfortable right now. I will say. I love you guys. So that's kind of like where I'm at. And see ya next time. Thank you for subscribing.